Okay, I'm Jake Yarbrough. I'm a comedian from San Antonio. Been doing comedy for 10 years, and I think it's pretty funny, you know? I travel around doing jokes, you know? I've been doing things online with VR and stuff, yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much it, though. I mean, like, I just do stand-up comedy and, you know, tell jokes. I mean, we've known each other, what, 10 years since I started comedy?
Yeah, when I first moved. Well, you met my brother first.
Yeah, your brother first.
Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a veteran too.
Yeah, veteran.
You both are veterans, I get it.
Yeah. Veteran. I was in the Army for 6 years. It was a whole thing I did.
Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I.
What did you do in the Army?
Oh, I was in communications. I worked on radios and computers. I dealt with, OPSEC for when it comes to encryption for the radios and the computers as well. Yeah, it was all right. I did detainee ops on 2 deployments. Yeah.
Are you gonna get that?
All right,
Most guests turn their cell phone off.
I'm gonna turn my cell phone off. That's a little...
On here, I have about 1,302 as of today on YouTube, and I'm monetized.
I have 47 on YouTube,
and one of them's me.
Yeah. So I met your brother. Yeah. Jim Jink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he created this, but I make the star power happen.
Yeah.
People want to see me, not him.
I'm sure.
And
they
he's
do.
like over there looking at me like he's. But so you said when you were in stand-up, you've been doing it for 10 years. Where all have you performed at?
I've performed in New Mexico. I've done a little bit in LA. I've been to Oklahoma. I've done Dallas, Houston. I've done Austin, El Paso.
You have
Corpus.
gray hairs?
Yeah.
Are you on the side?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
My family flew up from Pennsylvania and they took my brother to Six Flags to celebrate our birthday.
I mean, I'm sure if you would have just asked, they could have just taken.
Why should I have to ask? It's my birthday too. They're coming to see. You'd think both of us, you know.
I mean, sometimes people have favorites.
I'm the star of this show.
Yes, you are the star of this show, but apparently in your family's eyes, he's the star of the family.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right.
So
yeah, I've had gray hair since I was like 24, I believe. 24.
So he's saying, what is it, 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when he came back and.
Yeah. It was because I started 20.
Oh yeah, he knows everything.
I was 21 and so I was just 23.
Can you let 24. Me do this? Can you let me do this for once? Okay, keep whatever it was you were telling me.
Yeah, so I've had gray hair since like 23 or 24. So it's things were just stressful, and there was crazy times. It's very fitting.
You got your gray hair. You look like Mr. Fantastic, I guess. Except in your case, Mr. Okay or Mr.
I'm all right.
Yeah, that's your motto. I'm all right. And what were you saying about your hair, or your comedy career, or something?
So I've been doing a lot of like online stuff since the COVID. Like I've been doing a lot of VR comedy.
So what are some of your influences in comedy?
Well, I've listened to a couple of big comedians. Like we had, there was MAUSS was one that your brother actually introduced me to.
Of course he did.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, Shane is a very cool guy. I agree. Shane MAUSS is a cool guy.
I mean, we drank way too much tequila with him. I know that much. I barely remember the week. So
yeah, I mean, I don't remember ever drinking with you guys. But...
I mean, I didn't really know you, so I didn't invite you at the time.
Yeah, you didn't know me because we're not family or anything like that.
Like Shane Moss was a big influence. Mark RICCADONNA was one that I saw overseas and got me into comedy. Then some of the influences growing up, I had like Jim Carrey. There was Christopher Titus was a big one. I used to watch the Titus show when I was younger. And then but the first person to ever tell me a joke was my grandfather. Actually, he was big inspiration.
Did he do stand up?
No, he just was a good guy and everything. He was friendly to everybody. Would always tell jokes and everything. Just he was that old fella who just was friendly to everybody and had a joke. So he would always tell me jokes and stuff. And so sometimes I'll actually talk about him on stage and talk about like because like he passed away a couple of years back. And since he was like the first person to tell me a joke and stuff, I got that. So yeah, no, he was like the first person to tell me a joke, and I talked about him in my set. He did like play football. He played football a lot when he was in high school. He's actually in the San Antonio Hall of Fame for football, and he also was he did like. He was number one pick for the All-American football team in the Army. That's why I joined the Army. Because my dad was in the Navy, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna follow that. But yeah, no, he passed away a couple of years ago, and it's been a little bit rough. I mean, I've been there was a little bit of some weird stuff that happened during his funeral, so I do make some jokes about that. Originally, I didn't know if I should or not. It's hard to make fun of some things that are very serious, it's hard to be like, oh, you know what, this has affected me in my life. I gotta make a joke about it, but it's like it's like hurting me. And I don't know, it was a little weird, but there was a couple of people that helped me through it, and like
it's okay. You still get a little choked up thinking about him?
A little bit. Open mic one time, because everyone knew that I was feeling on edge because my grandfather just passed away, and then I went to Retox for an open mic, and
I've been invited there one time.
A whole one time?
I said what I said.
On stage, and I had a great set because I was just like, I'm gonna talk about the actual funeral, and I talked about the priest getting like half my family members' names wrong. Like, it was great. What else can we say? So
I keep seeing on your Facebook about a cat.
Oh, Bruce Wayne. Yeah, my cat Bruce Wayne. He's a little black cat that I named after my favorite superhero, Batman, and then found out a little bit more about him, and then I make jokes about him now.
Because his parents are dead.
Yeah, both his parents.
But the funny thing is, Bruce Wayne in the cartoon, his parents are dead, but they're still funnier than you. Hey, pizza's here. So, do you have any upcoming gigs?
Actually, I'm gonna be doing a.
That none of these people will go to see.
Watch Netflix the next day.
Can you tell him just let me handle this? He's over there. Your buddy, your battle buddy, as they call it, is over there waving at me.
Can you just let him take care of this?
Yeah.
I don't know. He told me to tell you that.
I'm the star.
Oh, upcoming shows. That's right. I've been doing a lot online. Like, I just finished doing the Plano Comedy Festival, where I got to open up for Steve Hofstadter and whatnot. I know I got a couple of VR shows coming up on Thursdays. Every Thursday, I do Fel Derinder comedy on AltSpace, and we also stream it live on the Fel Derinder page on Facebook. So right now, that's pretty much what I have. I do have another thing going on too, where it's like I got this contest that we're doing on Zoom, and why? That's what I thought.
That's just the impression I got listening to you talk about your gigs. Yeah, I have a browser's password that I stole.
Okay. I mean, like it's, do you know what it's for? Or is he just
I
some
know
password?
what it is. Browser's password. You log in on browsers and
Oh, are you talking about the porno?
yeah, browser's password. What else?
I don't really watch a lot of porn. I just go to
You're
porn.
too busy with your comedy.
Because I'm busy doing things online that deal with business instead of trying to be a star of a show that my brother has to write and produce for him.
Okay, again, star. That's all I got out of the words that came out of your mouth is star. Yeah. I know, we're calm, we're just playing.
So yeah, I got. So I'm just doing a bunch of stuff online. They can always check my website, jakeisfunny.com. I got my calendar up there with all my upcoming shows.
So do you miss actually being physically in front of people? What's the difference between having a audience way out there you can't even see, compared to an audience that you're right in front of and you hear the reaction, you can see them?
Oh god, it's a big difference. I do know, like, on Zoom, it really depends on the platform a lot of times. That's the biggest thing I've realized. Like Zoom, kind of sucks a little bit, only because people mute themselves and you can't, or they won't have their camera on, so you won't be able to really see the reaction. So even if they're muted, you can't even see if they're laughing or not.
So basically, it's just like when you go up on stage anyway, just silence and confusion. I'll give you this. We were at the comedy club,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually laughed when I was at one of your shows.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was you. You were to my right,
Mm-hmm.
and Jay LaFaRR was on stage, and he told like this really funny joke about his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so funny. So yeah, I have laughed at one of your sets.
I mean,
Well, not your set, but
you laughed at Jay's set.
But your all-around show you performed on, I laughed at.
You just laughed at another comedian saying, but it was the show I was on. Got it.
Yeah. So, who are some of the comics that you want to work with?
Oh man. Well, I just recently got to work with Steve Hofstadter, so that was one of the big check marks on my list.
The heckler guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind working with like Christopher Titus. I wouldn't mind working with like Shane Mossy. I wouldn't mind working with like Bert Kreischer would be fucking awesome. That'd be an awesome one too. And you know what? I wouldn't mind working with Adam Sandler.
I got this weird text. I think it was from Kevin asking me if I would do time.
Kevin who?
I don't know. It was some dude named Kevin. It's a 210 area code though, so.
Why don't we give it a call right now? Put it on speakerphone. Put it on speakerphone. Let's. So that guy wants to book you in Vegas. It was me.
Hey, you know what I don't hear anymore?
Your grandpa saying that he loves you.
Well, yeah, I got a couple of shows coming up. Just follow me at jakeisfunny.com. So thanks, Fart McGuinness, for having me on your show.
My show, yes, thank you.